Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for this week's question and answer video. Happy Halloween everybody around the world that celebrates it. Different holiday, I don't have much to say about it. Stay safe, yeah. Watch out for children trick-or-treating out there. Maybe not even drive at all. Don't drink and drive. And be careful who you answer your door to. Yeah. Don't get too drunk. Anyway, this is a weekly question and answer video I do every single Monday. So welcome to all of you who are new here today. I'm answering questions from last week's question and answer video from last Monday. I encourage all of you, go down below into the comment section, ask me anything you want. I will answer it next week, next Monday in the next question and answer video. I have a recommendation for you guys. So I'd like to recommend something every week to help you guys heal and recover from traumas and bad experiences and not feeling good and all these things. So this week, because you guys keep asking me questions about fatigue, I am going to offer some things you guys can do for fatigue. Now, realize if this is caused from traumatic, stressful, abusive relationships, we need to fix that. This is a symptom. So you can fix all your symptoms. If you don't fix the problem, you keep having more symptoms. It's a vicious cycle, okay? Fatigue is usually caused from stress, fear, or not enough sleep. Or in our case, all three, huh? We were in a bad, stressful relationship where we felt helpless and hopeless, lots of fear, maybe violence around us, and we can't get enough sleep. So we have fatigue, okay? So here's just a few things first that you can take that'll help you with your energy levels. Potassium, magnesium, iron. You can get potassium from soaking cut up potatoes and drinking the water. A great natural way to get potassium. And magnesium, always. And iron. Iron helps our red blood cell count, helps us breathe more oxygen, stuff like this. We can get it from fresh nettles. You can get dried, but fresh nettles is really good. Introduce citrus in your life if you don't already. Let's get our natural vitamins and natural sugars and stuff like this. Ginseng and licorice root are supposed to help. Now, be active. Every day, raise your heart rate. Don't overdo it and don't exercise late at night. We only have so much energy. Don't waste it all because it brings up more stress chemicals and helps us sleep less. So a mellow exercise routine, walking, little exercise for a while, stuff like this, maybe a little weights, but not too much, okay? And no naps. Try to stop taking naps. Naps really mess up our cycles. Your brain and body believes that when you take a nap, it's nighttime, you're going to bed, and then you wake up, you only slept for an hour, your body doesn't feel good, that's why you're so tired and groggy, and then a few hours later you try to go to bed and your body's like, no, it's not time yet. We just slept a little while ago. So try to get rid of naps. Lying down is really good for you though, taking breaks and letting your mind be blank for a little while. If you can, meditate is good, but laying horizontally is good for your heart. And yoga is excellent for the mind and the body. Okay, really, really good for you. Consume healthy foods and drinks and try to cut out caffeine. I think caffeine stays into your body up to 15 hours. You could drink 1 cup in the morning and not be able to sleep at night because of that 1 cup. Okay? All right, thank you. That's it. Let's get into the questions. Oh, and I got some of this information from a website called Everyday Roots. I'll put the link down below if you guys want to follow it and learn more. Okay? All right. First question is from, let's see, where is it? I think Willow Green from South Carolina. Hi, Willow. Thank you for the healing suggestions. It makes your channel unique from all the others. And thank you for the great advice to everyone. I learned something valuable every show. Thank you. Thank you, Willow, very much for telling me and taking the time to tell me and supporting me. Thank you. Sam from Kentucky. I'm just stuck. I know the abuse and the abusers have caused her behavior. My compassion for her has me tied to a narcissistic, gaslighting, passive-aggressive person who has borderline personality disorder, and I hurt for her. How did this happen? Why can't I think of myself for a change? Why can't I be selfish? Because we weren't taught to. We weren't taught to, we weren't programmed to, and so we don't really know how. It's just not normal. It doesn't feel right. We've taught to get what we want is to please somebody else first, to perform. It matters what we do. So, Sam, if you watch my videos long enough, you'll know that I know for a fact that this comes from childhood. So, you know, it's the first relationship we ever had, and our parents are teachers. And they're supposed to teach us to stay safe, how to keep us safe, how to navigate through relationships, how to communicate what we want and need and stuff like this. And they didn't teach you. If you're asking yourself now, how did this happen? Why can't I be selfish? And meaning just giving yourself what you need and want before someone else, right? The way it's supposed to work. Well, your teachers didn't know that it works that way, or they didn't care and programmed you to be there for them first. Narcissistic parenting means that the parent pays more attention, focus, and energy all on them more than the child. They come first before the child. Child's neglected. Child has to perform and do things for the parent, to please the parent. Right? It's, if you do what we tell you, which is for us, good Sam, that makes you a good boy. And if you do something for yourself and want a better life and things like this, then you're being very selfish, Sam. That's bad. Okay? So this is programming, and we can change this with help. There's a lot of other different ways we can start increasing our self-awareness and healing from our past and learning what a new relationship is supposed to look like and what we're supposed to do and things like this. And a professional is the best way to do that. And if you have things to heal from, the professional and talking is the number one way, the only way. Okay? And you have another question here. Where do I find the strength to properly end this relationship? I'm sorry, Sam, you're still in it, huh? There's all kinds of things you can do to help you see and understand clearer and have more awareness of this relationship, more awareness of how sick she may be, and awareness of yourself and what you really want and need and how it feels and stuff like this. And this is all you do, things that you do with a professional. Okay? So we all need help, Sam. We all need help in our life sometimes. Okay? This is the most important time. The most crucial. Where if you don't get help, you may get worse. You may not get better. You may never have a good relationship until we hire someone to help us, finally teach us, finally learn. It's never too late. And we're all capable of healing. Okay? It's this thing and our self-worth that says, no, I don't need that. No, I don't want that. When in fact you do. That means you don't have much self-awareness. Okay? There's all kinds of things I can tell you to do to get energy and stuff like this, to really find energy and strength. But it's about our self-worth, and it's about support. So we need family, we need friends to help us, support us. And if we don't, which a lot of us tend to not after these experiences, these kinds of relationships, I'm very sorry. Even more need to hire someone to help you. Someone to be on Team Sam. You can hire 2 people. That much better help. Okay? So just know, Sam, that there's help and support for you out there, and you're capable of healing, and it's never too late to learn what we need to learn, okay? It's just up to you whenever you're ready to commit to that. Salema from France. Hi, Salema. It is beautiful to have compassion for the abuser once we understand how narcs feel inside. I am beginning to enter this path. Good. Yet I have some doubts, because many of us went through horrific experiences and we did not become narcs. So it is a choice they made. They are responsible for what they became. I am learning we have more and more compassion for myself and for my son. But for the narc, it won't make that much effort. I won't make that much effort. I will reach a point of compassion and make myself stop. Maybe the word compassion is not accurate. Maybe it is a specific word we need to forge. Maybe one day a therapist will find that word and we will go, yes, that's it. That's what I feel. It feels like compassion, but it is not. What do you think, David? Well, studying this stuff for a while and compassion, I'm not going to say it's necessary. I'm going to tell you I've experienced it, that it helps. So when we have a bad, traumatic, abusive relationship, I think it's extremely important to heal from that by finding some kind of ownership. It's never your fault what people do to you. But if we can find and say, I missed some red flags, I could have, that helps. Having compassion for someone that you cared for that deeply betrayed you and hurt you and abused you and traumatized you over maybe years, I found that having compassion helps you understand them. Now, it's not so much, and I'm talking even now, Salema, you have someone going around and every day they hit people. I can hate them, I can get mad at them, I can want to hurt them. But at least compassion alleviates these negative feelings for me. I have a little compassion, I understand how messed up and hurt they are and they are abused. Everyone that abuses, guys, has been abused, by the way. It's not an excuse. If you can If you can just grasp that and understand that, it can help us not be so angry, not so resentful, not so ashamed or guilty. Or it's for us, and it helps us, and you don't have to. I think there's a small part of pity in compassion, and maybe we can have some pity for them, but be careful with that. We also can have empathy. We don't have to have sympathy and cry with them and feel their pain and stuff like this, but have empathy as a human being. Hurt people hurt people. People that abuse and hurt people feel bad inside. They hurt inside, and they've been hurt and abused. Maybe that helps. But I'm by no means excusing anything. Please, sometimes people take it that way, and that's not my intent. My intent is to simply heal for us, not anything for them. You said something here. Maybe we can understand how narcs feel inside. And you said it was their choice to be who they are. If it is, it's not a very conscious choice they made. But they are absolutely accountable and responsible for how they treat people. Period. And we can't accept it. Okay? Hope I was clear. Thank you, Slayman. Sorry if I didn't come up with a new word for it. But I think compassion, pity, and empathy altogether. Oh, and you have another remark here. Hi, David. Unconditional love and compassion for myself, my son, and victims, but something completely different for the abusers. Yes, why not pity or empathy? Thanks for the suggestion. Oh, okay. So you agree. I forgot that I wrote it there. Okay, Wilba. Don't know where you're from. And that's something I ask. If you guys can, please just let us know where you're at. Kind of just general is fine. Thanks. Was talking to a single mom for 6 weeks. Planned to meet. She loved bomb me with heaps of stuff, such as she can't wait to be with me, cook for me, I am her missing piece. She then said the son's dad is back in his life and ghosted me. Narcissist? You're asking me if she's a narcissist? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Especially off one behavior and stuff like this. And we don't really do that. I don't diagnose people. Narcissistic. Yep. Absolutely. Didn't care much about anybody else, even though she said she wanted to do these things for you. So what I see here, what I'm just guessing, assuming, maybe this will help you, extremely codependent, extremely lacking self-reliance, can't take care of herself, can't make herself feel emotionally good, cannot be alone, period. And she says, she likes to word it as her son's dad is back in his life. No, she's saying he's back in my life. Not taking any accountability, no responsibility, has no respect, has no honesty, has no integrity, doesn't care about any of your emotional needs or who you are as a human being. And she doesn't care what damage this has caused you and what you may have to do because of this. Doesn't care. Can't see it, not aware. Her, extremely narcissistic. These are common behavior traits you see in borderlines, histrionic, narcissism, sociopath, stuff like this. What I found amazing was, besides she love bomb you and she can't wait to cook for you and wants to be with you, you are her missing piece. Two people don't make one. So if I have a missing piece, if you want to use that term of expression, if I have missing pieces of myself, it's not Suzanne, Johnny, Chris, Lucy. Those aren't the pieces. Trust me. Because I can't just bring one person over here and go, yep, that's my missing piece. That's all I needed was you. We don't need people. Be very clear. We don't need people. We have emotional needs. We need security. We need emotional attention, compassion, and connection and things like this. But we don't need people. She needs people. And sometimes people like this, it doesn't really matter who it is. Her boyfriend, husband left her and she panicked, can't be alone, and found you. And I'm sure more than just you, probably, maybe. And she latched on and idealized you to try to comfort herself. She's trying to use you, exploit you emotionally to try to make herself feel better. And the second he came back, doesn't need you anymore, ditched you. I'm very, very sorry. I don't know how long this was for, but I'm very, very sorry. I hope you're feeling okay. There's hope for you. There's help. There's all kinds of things you can be doing to help feel better. But we got to learn. We have to learn from this. We have to learn how to keep ourselves safe, how to navigate through relationships, learn who we are, what we need, what we want, how we feel, what we value, how to give ourselves what we need, what we want, how to stay true to what we value, how to make ourselves feel better. Okay? If we react to love bombing, we may not be loving ourselves. If you guys don't know what loving ourselves means, then you're not doing it. Okay? And so we love ourselves and learn how to. Our parents have to teach us, and they failed. And so we learn now. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to heal. We can fix all this stuff. We just probably need some help, like we all do. Okay? We're here, all of us, because we've helped each other. We're not here because we're completely independent. Okay? Emily from South Africa. Hi, Emily. Hi, David. Is feeling dizzy all of a sudden a symptom of trauma? I know I have a constant problem with inner ear infections, and I can't drink milk because of my sinuses. I've heard people that have suffered from trauma all of a sudden feeling dizzy, stuff like this. I have. But I can't help that you have inner ear problems and you feel dizzy. That's where our balance comes from. Yeah, we can have sinus problems, allergies, ear infections, and they make us feel off balance, stuff like this. Okay, and there's all kinds of other medical problems and conditions that can cause this stuff, and I couldn't tell you or answer it anyway. So tell your doctor that you're feeling dizzy and see if it has something to do with your inner ear problems, and if not, find out why. Okay? I can't tell you, Emily. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Willa just being Willa. Hi, Willa. Excellent video, David. Thank you. Is it me or is Ryan Reynolds all over the internet? Like in every single commercial. I remember, it's like a few years ago, he got pretty popular, and I remember seeing him everywhere. But as far as commercials go, I don't know. I don't watch commercials. I don't have cable. I pay sites to not show me commercials. So I never, ever, ever have one single commercial in my life, and it feels great. So I couldn't tell you. Maybe somebody else could tell you if they're seeing Ryan Reynolds all the time on commercials lately. Victoria from the Bay Area. Hi, Victoria. My question, what would you do seeing a grown-up having a temper tantrum? And another question is a temper tantrum the same thing as a complete breakdown, breaking things, screaming? Are they the same thing? Well, yeah. That's not a diagnostic term. It's not a term that doctors probably use anymore for adults, because temper tantrums are for children. Children under 5, 4, 3, 2. That's where it starts. 1, right? And we've got to break this as parents. You've got to break temper tantrums. You've got to stop that violent behavior by age 4 or 5, because if you don't, it's going to be very, very problematic. And if you don't stop it by 7, 8, they say you just don't ever. So when you see this, and it's narcissistic rage, it's anger, and it's violence. It is. And we can't be exposed to it. We can't be around to it at all. You ask me what I do? Leave. And I would never be around that person again, because you can't have security and feel safe around someone who's not in control of their behaviors or their anger and their violence. Okay? You can't. You can't be around it, period. And people need to stop that behavior, and the only way they're going to stop it is nobody will accept it. Nobody. No one. So they get somebody in their house, they rent a room out, they date somebody who moves in, and they're just extremely violent. And they're nasty, and they break things, and they throw, and they scream, and you're walking on eggshells, and it causes trauma. It causes damage, emotional damage, psychological damage. Can't be around it. Leave. Never be around that person ever again. I'm not kidding. And yeah, we call narcissistic rage adult temper tantrums. And they're scary, aren't they? I don't even care if it's a 130-pound woman. you know, dropping on the floor, kicking and screaming in circles, and gets up and breaks things and throws things. I mean, I've experienced it. I dated someone, I lived with someone with that. You know, to get your attention, they go out and put a dent in your car, break your vase, you know, throw something in your head, threaten to kill you. I mean, just, it's nice. Yeah. Hope I answered your question. Thanks. And Emily again. If I post something on YouTube, website version, it gets deleted. Does this also happen with anyone else? I don't know, Emily. Maybe other people can say, let you know why it's happening or that it happens to them too. I can tell you again that my channel is being banned, shadow banned, censored, big time. It started a couple years ago and it comes in waves. I'll say one thing, one word I'm not allowed to say, but there's no list where you of words that you can't say. That's why I have to say violins. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Pretty soon we're not going to be able to talk anymore. But hey, you know, yeah, I've been banned constant. I just got banned again the other day. So my channel's not growing fast, videos and all that. So you'd help me, guys, by voting up or down, commenting down below, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you. And I'm sorry, Emily, I don't know why it's happening to you, unless that's why. And that's it, guys. That's all the questions. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate all your time that you guys take and asking questions, and let me know what you guys think of my answers. Start a little, you know, dialogue here, and I can maybe keep helping you. Ask anything, okay? And again, it's Halloween. Be safe tonight, guys. Don't even drive out there if you can. Don't drink and drive. Watch out for kids. Be careful who you answer your door to. I might put a funny meme at the end of this. All right. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you next week. Bye.